Day 9 on Vraylar, also known as Cariprazine, and I'm feeling pretty good now. Most of the side effects have subsided, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty decent. My mood has at least noticeably and evidently to me been more stable, less real, getting real low and less real high. Excuse me, especially less real high. There have been definitely moments of anxiety, despair, and depression, but I think those are more situational rather than something that's, going on completely biochemically. It was more in my mind rather than, something, chemically wrong with the makeup of my brain. So at least that's what I've basically concluded. And I can definitely think a lot more clearly now. I don't know if it's more clear than before, but as in before I started this medication, but more clear as in the last time that I made one of these vlogs, basically, I was having a lot of brain fog, and I actually couldn't remember even some of the side effects that I was having just the day prior. But the biggest one right now, the biggest side effect that I've been experiencing is nausea and lower appetite. Now, I've fixed that a lot by taking Odancitron. I think that's how you say it, Odancitron. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. Can't be bothered to check right now. But the brand name is Zofran. I had a prescription of it, of the medication from a while back, and I've been taking that with the nausea, or because I've had the nausea, and it's, I took it several hours ago, completely gone. It was pretty bad. I was having ups and downs, especially with ingesting liquids and motion sickness. Like when I was like pacing around, because I tend to pace my room quite a bit, or go out and walking around. I think that's when it was feeling worse. So it was almost more like motion sickness and nausea and lower appetite, and that has to do with the the serotonin in your gut changing, and also the dopamine, but I think it's mostly the serotonin, and that's why also SSRIs, such as Prozac, which I mentioned I've been on before, can definitely give you a lot of nausea, and that queasiness, that indigestion, makes you feel like you don't want to eat. Like your stomach can be starving, but you can still have that like indigestion, and yeah, you just don't want to eat. So I definitely don't have that anymore after taking that, and that medication in particular, I did get fatigued a little bit after taking it, but other than that, it was completely fine. It's nothing like Benadryl where you take it and some people, depending on who you are, it can really knock you out. You can see in the video that I posted before this one that actually I was pretty knocked out by the Benadryl, and yeah, I'd say get this medication instead. Brand name Zofran. It comes in all kinds of different brands, but it's Odancitron, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, so that's good for nausea. It's one of the safest anti-nausea medications, and with the least amount of side effects and least drowsy and whatnot. These anticholinergic drugs and antihistamines, especially these older generation antihistamines. Yeah, it's powerful stuff. It's not really that good for you. Should avoid it. Even some pharmacists and doctors, I believe I've seen, have said that they think that it should be a prescription for stuff like Benadryl. So yeah, I've also noticed, I think that it's starting to help with my OCD thoughts, even though that's not why it was given to me. Although I've heard some psychiatrists may prescribe it if you have like treatment resistant OCD, or you have it very severe, that they may prescribe it for you or to you. And obviously that's not why my psychiatrist gave it to me. He gave it to me for bipolar disorder, but said that it could help with the OCD thoughts. And honestly, I think that it is helping with just, the mood swings that are associated with the OCD and the anxiety that comes with that. That I think it actually has been helping with the OCD thoughts as well. I've noticed I've been less obsessive around my thoughts, and I feel like a lot of the obsessions are kind of losing their control over my mind and my life, and occupy less of my time. I don't feel the need to check as much, do the mental checking, because it's mostly psychological, but it is also manifests in real life. But I'll keep posted on that as well. But yeah, in terms of bipolar, I think it's helping with all the mood swings and, or I shouldn't say mood swings, but like hypomanic states, manic states, mixed states, depression as well. Especially if I keep my sleep in check, because my sleep was really messed up, and that's also when I was having a lot of the more depressing and hopeless moments and anxious moments. And yeah, I think that's about it. Overall, I think the medication is doing what it's supposed to do, and I meet again with the nurse practitioner in less than 48 hours from now, so maybe I'll talk about that, and I'll probably watch these videos back, make a list of all the things I've been experiencing and when I've been experiencing them, and give the NP like a good idea of everything that I've been through. So you're going to see how I'll proceed. But yeah, I did want to also mention that I have been having some restlessness and some agitation and irritability, like this feeling of being overwhelmed and just a bit restless, especially at night when I try to sleep. I lay down in bed. Also, another big side effect I've been having, I think this is one of the more long-term side effects, is I get very hot quickly, and my body will feel like very hot, and then my feet will feel very cold. So it is really weird. I feel mostly okay right now, but I feel like earlier I had to take some of my clothes off just because it was so warm for me, and my body just heats up really quickly, especially things like exercising, which yeah, if you read the medication label, this is one of the things that is expected to happen. So yeah, it is just a little frustrating, and you can definitely feel very warm at times. But it's not like a feverish warm, it's more like surface, like your skin gets really hot. It's very strange, but yeah, that can happen. A little bit of restlessness, nothing like akathisia though, which is definitely supposed to be less with this medication and higher with things like Abilify, which I detailed in another video. But yeah, downsides, a little bit of restlessness still, being a little bit too hot sometimes. These are big problems, especially at night when trying to go to sleep. That's the time they're the worst, I think, and interfere the most. Then there's things like nausea, and also that queasy feeling, that motion sickness type of feeling, and those ones I'd say are the worst ones that interfere with day-to-day life. But at the same time, they're also very treatable with cheap medications. You could probably get a prescription. I'm sure your insurance will cover it for like no cost to you. So yeah. Anyways, that's about it. Peace out. See ya.